Okay. So, yo, what's up, guys? Today is the 20th of October. It is currently 2 in the morning for me in Morocco, but EST it is 9. We're going to be going over a little charting session, a little breakdown of Friday's trade. I can start recording in a few minutes. I'm in Zoom class, right? No worries, bro. I think my recording should be fine. But yeah, so we're gonna go over Friday's trade. I only took one trade, one and done. Super low probability day, so I was very careful of what I was looking for or any sort of opportunity on the table. Um, Going into, we're just gonna have a breakdown of what happened last week and what we're seeing going into this week. So we saw this S&T at the highs here. We have this drawn liquidity here. For the daily chart for our weekly narrative. This is going to be our drawn liquidity. Price is clearly rejecting off a bullish order block here on the daily chart. We tapped it, had immediate reaction off of it. So scale down to a 4-hour. 4-hour FEG is still holding here. Price came down, had an immediate reaction off, forming market structure shift here on the higher time frame. So clearly indicating we're still bullish. No reason to force any shorts. Obviously have this 4-hour imbalance here, which is huge, completely disrespecting these fair value gaps here and forming another bearish market structure shift here. But 4-hour chart for me is bullish just because we had our recent market structure shift here, displacing to the high and holding this 4-hour imbalance here. And not showing any signs of displacement to the downside. So let me mark this out as well. Not sure what happened there, but no worries. So yeah, our drawn liquidity looks like this is going to be our external liquidity here. Internal obviously is going to be this draw here for our buy side, this wick. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for, right? That's kind of our draw. That's what I'm looking for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever happens. And I do honestly want to see us respect this 4-hour and keep moving lower, fill more of these imbalances. But I don't think price is ready to start dumping yet. Chances are we soup all-time highs on NQ first before we start our sell model. And yeah, let's jump into a 1-hour chart here. We'll do it as well on ES. So for right now, it's not extremely clear what we should be hunting for going into the week. Obviously, we have the buy side that I just noted, but at the same time, I'm not going to marry a bias of wanting to see longs. If we're showing bearish structure, I'm willing to take an opportunity on it. But at the same time, we're in this range here. We're in OTE for bearishness. We do have bullish market structure shifts. So right now, I don't have an exact clue of where we want to go yet. It's looking bullish to me, but at the same time, very loose bias going into Monday. I'm not going to be forcing anything, mainly hands off. We have orange folder news on Monday as well, so it's not super high probability. I'm just going to mainly be hands off, not forcing anything, and just back testing, building conviction, right? So on these days, sort of just like what Friday had, where it was going to be almost guaranteed chop. It was super obvious that we are going to have a chop day just because we had super efficient price action on Monday, super efficient price action on Tuesday. Wednesday we had our accumulation, another super efficient price. Friday, no news. Typically, we're not going to see more efficient price action, right? It's kind of burned out. So going into Monday, it's going to be the same thing. I'm not going to be forcing anything. I'm not going to be forcing any setups. More so just looking at it, reading price, building my conviction for my setup. If it's there, I'll take it. If it's not there, we go about our day, right? Typically, you don't want to be forcing any sort of trades on Mondays anyways. It tends to be a low probability day. So, but this is our draw for liquidity for the week. This high and then this high. This is our internal. We could see an internal soup here, tapping off order block on 4-hour chart and then having a lower move down to this drawn liquidity here and these imbalances down here, 1-hour chart, etc., etc. But for now, honestly, I genuinely think price is just going to keep running bullish and reject a later time. Just based off what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, we've just been in a bullish structure and not really looking to break any lows. We have all this generated liquidity, but I don't think we're ready yet to take it. I need to see more displacement through this swing low, then I would know we're probably hunting for this. But until then, I'm not looking for shorts up here at all when we haven't taken buy side liquidity here or buy side liquidity here. So let's go into a breakdown for Friday's trade. It should be fine. So going into Friday, this is what our hourly structure looks like. I wanted to see shorts just because of that displacement that we had on Tuesday. It was very, very alarming. But at the same time, the way we formed this market structure shift overnight and ran up with speed, I was pretty much like, okay, we're probably gonna have a low probability day just because we don't have a high impact news, and we basically exhausted liquidity overnight by running up this fast. And this is just super alarming to me. This is unusual behavior. Usually, market doesn't just overnight in Asia session just start running up out of nowhere. So when it does that, you need to note it and understand it's probably going to be a low probability day. We have all this resting sell side here, but we're not showing any sort of bearishness for us to want this yet, right? So that's why I'm not bullish, or that's why I'm not bearish yet, right? Just because we have resting liquidity doesn't mean we want to target it this week. I need to see, like I said, more displacement down, maybe through this swing low forming market structure shift or this swing low forming market structure shift, disrespecting some of these bullish PD arrays, right? Right now we're being super reactive off bullish PD arrays, so obviously I'm gonna want to see bulls, right? With these stacked highs above us as well. So going into the Friday, I kind of had just a loose bias. Oh shit. Yeah, I kind of just had like a loose bias. And wasn't really looking for anything in particular, right? But if I saw a clean setup, I would take it, right? So going to the day, let me scale down on to like a 5-minute chart on ES as well. So this was our Friday. We had a bunch of LR here going into the day. But at the same time, higher time frame didn't make sense for me to see lower. So same thing with ES or NQ. Sorry, this is where price was on NQ at 750. So let's go into market open. Boom. So right as market open, right before we start just immediately displacing to the downside, and right here, I know where ES is, right? So right now, if I'm looking for shorts and I want to target this LR and I want to target this stack lows here and all this liquidity here, and I want to see shorts, I want to see market structure shift on NQ, right? Which market structure shift would have been here on NQ. This swing low. And the fact that we didn't target this swing low, or we didn't break through this and displace through it with speed, I'm looking at ES and seeing what ES did. So let's see what ES did. ES did have that swing low broken through with speed, right? But the fact that both of them didn't, this forms SMT, right? So if we jump on 1-minute chart, now instead of expecting a market structure shift, I'm expecting this to just be an SMT now. Boom. Because ES ran through it, but the way that we reacted with this bullish reaction immediately is telling me this is manipulation here. And the fact that we ran this fast before market even opens, this is manipulation, 100%. A lot of the times, your manipulation moves that form SMTs are going to be with speed. They're going to be with very fast price action, because it wouldn't be manipulation if it was slow. So when it's running down this fast, and let's say you're looking for bulls, you got to ask yourself, okay, why are we running down this fast? Is it because we're actually bearish, or is it because it's manipulation? And a lot of the times you'll get that confirmation by looking at ES. What is ES doing? ES formed SMT. So now immediately, I went into the day with a very, very, very loose bias, wanting to see shorts and longs. Now that we put this SMT in, it makes sense. We sweep some of this LR on ES. It makes sense for me to see longs. We're slowly building overnight. We come down, form this SMT. ES sweeps the low. Right here is where I slap along. So when I see that SMT get formed and I see that we're holding strong, and ES is already rallying up, I slap along. So here, I can pull up the photo. Give me a sec. Let's see here. Right here. Your entry at the bottom of the manipulation leg was it an FEG? No, it wasn't an FEG. I was just confident in the trade and I just took it. There was no FEG. I took it off this internal manipulation right here. So if you see right here, if you look closely, we form this low, we push up, comes back down, internal manipulation, I jump in long. Yeah, there was no FEG entry, bro. A lot of the times it won't give an FEG entry unless you're trading on like a 15-second chart or 5-second chart. Then you'll get your FEG entry, but I don't trade on it yet.
What's up, Akram?
Yeah, what's going on, bro? Here's my entry. Once we had that low formed, we push up, we come down at minute. And since today is a low probability, or since Friday was a low probability day, I'm not looking to catch a home run. I'm not looking to catch 600 ticks. I'm not looking to do any of that, right? I'm just trying to get my piece of the pie and get the fuck out, right? Because it's low probability. So I took my TP at the 5-minute order block up top, and that was it. That was the trade for Friday. I was done for the day. I knew it was going to be low probability. There's low volatility in the market. We just ran like bro. In total of our moves, I counted like 4,000 ticks in the day of efficient price action throughout the whole week. So 4,000 ticks of movement. We're not gonna really see anything on a no news Friday typically. So understanding probabilities, understanding conditions, recognizing market conditions. On the 1-minute chart, it could look like the most A+ setup, bro. But if you don't know what market conditions you're trading in, you don't know what day it's like, if it's a news day today or what time of the day you're trading and all these things, then your trade probability gets hindered, right? Of your trade idea. So you gotta understand and recognize market conditions. This trade could have, like, bro, if it was a good high probability day, this trade could have been solid for me to target, those equal highs I'm telling you guys about up here. This high here and this high here. It would have been a good probability day. We formed this SMT and we rally up, right? But we didn't see that because it's a low probability day. We've already exhausted a lot of liquidity throughout the week. I'm not looking to catch a home run. 6 contracts, 50 points to this order block. I'm happy with that, right? And yeah, we instantly reject off of it, form bearish SMT and all types of shit. So I was very happy with the trade. And we really didn't do much for the rest of the day. It was kind of just in a range. So recognize market conditions, recognize probabilities. Don't just think every day is the exact same in trading. It's not. Some days are better than other days. Some days you're supposed to be playing more aggressive than other days. Some days you're supposed to focus on defense. Friday was a very defensive day. I was very cautious about my trade. Notice why I didn't just slap along right here at the bottom just because I was confident. And I waited, saw an internal turtle soup, and then once I saw holding structure, then I slapped along. And yeah, we literally just ranged in this area and didn't do anything. Very, very typical. Not surprised by this price action at all. Literally this whole day just in a range, insane. But so that was the trade breakdown for Friday. Like I said, for this week, drawn liquidity is going to be that buy side. It already looks like we're running towards it on ES. This high right here is mark this out for you guys to see better. So we have another bearish SMT at this high right here. So if you draw out this high with this high, this is another bearish SMT. We had an external turtle soup on ES for all-time highs again. So technically, this right here should be a protected high. Hold on, it's this high right here. So this high up here should be a protected high technically on ES. But knowing how bullish we're running right now, until I see market structure shifts below these lows here or below these lows here, and we're displacing to the downside in the morning, and we've already internal turtle souped, etc., and we're bouncing off order blocks, I'm not going to look for a short, right? I'm looking for longs. It's bullish. I'm not going to fight the trend. That's how you get burned. That's how you crash out. So understanding this is our buy side liquidity here for NQ, buy side liquidity here for NQ as well. I see us still running up, honestly. Even though I really wish we could start, displacing to the downside and having some good price action, but it is what it is. Any questions about the trade breakdown, anything like that? 5 second is devious. Yeah. Confidence is everything, bro. Conviction is everything. Um, there doesn't always have to be a fair value gap to enter, bro. If you're confident in the trade and you've seen it play many of times, and there's conviction behind the model that you're trading and all these things, bro, take it. It's good to wait for a fair value gap entry, but a lot of the trades that I take that play out that go 200, 400, 600 ticks, they don't usually have fair value gap entries. Unless you're trading 15-second chart. 15-second chart, you'll get fair value gap entry every single time. So that's my breakdown for the week. That's what I'm looking for the week. Obviously, we're going to wait for the A+ setup to form. If there isn't going to be an A+ setup, then we're not going to take any. Not attack